No story about the world of pre-colonial Fiji has quite gripped the imagination in the same way as the story of Udre Udre. He gained notoriety as a cannibal for allegedly eating as many as 999 victims. That notoriety exists today. He has the dubious distinction of having an entry in the Guinness World Records as being the most prolific cannibal in history. His grave is visible from the main arterial road around Fiji near the town of Rakiraki, and it is a considerable tourist attraction. But what of his village and cannibal fort nearby? Hardly anyone ever goes there. Until now, we pay it a visit. So that was a several. Just a bit slow. Which way? You came this way, didn't you? Yeah. Okay. Well, let me bring you up to scratch, guys. This is we're visiting the old village that belonged to Udre Udre. That just behind me is the village of Vatusekiyawa. Sorry, Vatusekiyawa is that village there. And over there in the distance are the Nakauvadra mountains, the mountain range. And Mike and I, my colleague Mike and I have devised a plan to walk along that ridge line, that huge ridge line. Not this year, probably not next year, but the year after. And over there somewhere is Korolevu, the old village for Udre Udre, the cannibal king of Fiji, the cannibal king of Rakiraki, who entered the Guinness Book of Records for having eaten between 872 and 999 people.
So what are they doing in New Zealand? Okay. Yeah. And you go visit? No. Okay. How long have they been over there? Okay.
Now the old village is high up on that hill over there. But look at the views. Ancient Fijian terraces, a miracle of ancient Fijian engineering called the Tua over there, and beyond that the Nakauvadra range. It's good exercise.
Yeah, good exercise.
TK, you're a fit man.
Not really. forgotten your password?
Yeah.
Oh, check.
Now, I've been going to the gym.
Halfway up the hill.
I've lost a bit of weight. I've been commended on my shape by Mike.
Come in.
He's just behind me. And I've been going to the gym, but this is still a bit of a walk for me. Still a bit of an ordeal. And there's the Draqara just ahead of me. Okay. Okay, guys, have a look at this. The kura plant.
Noni.
Noni, that's right. It's also known as noni, and it's supposed to have amazing medicinal properties.
But tastes like shit.
You didn't hear that from me, that was from Mike. Would you care to repeat for the
It's supposed to be phenomenally good for you,
sensitive ears of my...
but it tastes like SH1T.
Okay. So we've got Stephen coming up the hill behind us, Stephen. And then you've got the village just over there in the distance. So we've still got a bit of a way to go to visit the old village of Udre Udre, the famous Udre Udre, the cannibal chief who entered the Guinness Book of Records. Now this is where he settled eventually, but he actually lived back there in the Nakauvadra range. There is actually a place up there in Nakauvadra where he lived. And so this is the it's a lot of grass. I understand it's going to get worse, it's going to get more jungly, but who cares? We're on the trek of ancient Fijian history, and everything is permissible. Everything has to be done for the sake of history. And we're actually following a track. When I was a boy.
Good man.
You as well?
We're all looking good. Woohoo!
Wow. We're all the same age. I won't reveal what age we are, but we're all, the three of us here at the front, are the same age. Now, I don't want to reveal the age.
Stephen's 10 years younger than us.
And here's Stephen, who remembers my dad used to be, when we first moved back to Fiji from the UK, my dad set up a law practice in Rakiraki. He was the only lawyer in town, and he'd only come on a Saturday, but Stephen remembers my dad so well. Yeah. Oh, it's good memories, eh? Like Stephen. Stephen was telling me how he used to sit down with Dad and they used to talk in the office in Rakiraki. So there's a bit of everything tied up in this vlog. It's my own personal history, plus ancient Fijian history. So here we go. More uphill climbing to do, or more uphill walking. So, I'm on my haunches, squatting on my haunches. Mike, the ever fit chap that he is unperturbed.
Sweating a little, please.
He's broken out into sweat, which is a miracle. So we're having a breather and having some water. I think we're about halfway there. What's that, Mike? Oh, okay, yeah. Good idea. Mike, like I said on the community page, we were supposed to
be visiting the Tuatua, but we were refused permission by the Matangari that owns the Tuatua. But you can probably see them from here. This is just an area so replete in history. Apart from this ascent to Udre Udre's old village. Look at Nakauvadra over there. Absolutely magnificent. So that ridge just along there is what Mike and I are contemplating walking along. Like I said, not next year, as I probably have a few things to deal with next year, but the year after. So stay tuned to this channel, to this vlog, to my channel for more fascinating aspects of ancient Fijian history. Just catching my breath back.
You can see them from here.
See what? The Tuatua?
Some of them, yeah.
Okay.
Not particularly clear from this angle.
How did you get there?
Came along that.
Oh, okay.
You can come up this, here, just come straight up this towards this tree.
Through this tree, okay.
Yeah, just come straight up here.
You sure this is the best way through?
Yes, little twig you can push through. There you go. Now stand on the viewing rock.
Okay.
There's the school that we drove past.
Okay, yep.
So if you go up there at about 2 o'clock,
yep.
you can just
I can see them, yeah.
some,
I can see them.
Not as clear as we saw from the road, but
no. So the Tuatua there, they're very clear. I don't know if you can see them with my using this GoPro, but they are definitely there. And there's the village there. A number of the people who claim to be descended from Udre Udre live in Rothoseki, Yasawa. And look at Nakauvadra. I just can't get over how magnificent it is. So when we start our expedition, our hike along that ridgeline, we will start from that end, walk all the way, and it's just out of, oh no, it's just over there, isn't it?
yeah, shouldn't take us more than an hour.
There you are. Mike's converted a week's hiking into an hour. Good for him. Ever the optimist.
Yeah, I'm doing it in a helicopter, I don't know about you.
Okay.
Jungle.
It is definitely a jungle. What a beautiful jungle.
Just thinking, if you had all this undergrowth in those days, you wouldn't have needed a stone boundary. So, we reached a small plateau, but as I know, there's more climbing to do. We're actually following a path, and I'm thinking to myself, is this the path from all those years ago, hundreds of years ago, when this was the path to Udre Udre's village?
It certainly looks as though it's been made.
Yeah, it definitely looks as if it's been made. So it's pure speculation, of course, but entirely plausible that we're actually walking in the footsteps of Udre Udre.
He would have eaten the likes of you and me.
I don't know if you heard Mike's comment, he would have eaten the likes of myself and Mike quite happily.
Very, very close.
So we're...
Civilization here.
What makes you say that?
Big breadfruit trees.
Oh,
and things
okay,
in there.
yeah. Okay, so it's become a bit of a forest canopy here. Small one. Nice and cool. Very refreshing. And we're still walking along what I suspect is an ancient path to Udre Udre's village. Oh, having a slight break in this, not far to go now. So we're just swapping a few stories here. Stephen is telling me about his late father, my father was Stephen's late father's lawyer many years ago. Bodin Orojo, you know? So my father was Stephen's late father's lawyer, and so we were just swapping a few stories while we're having a break. Mike and the Draqara are just over there. I can hear their voices. I can't see them. Oh, there they are. So we haven't got much further to go before we reach the peak. My eyes are streaming again. I've got that same problem. I don't know what it is. I think it's an allergy. I had this problem a few weeks ago when I'm in amongst the trees and the bushes. I get an allergic reaction. Being a townie, being an urban dweller, being in the outdoors, which is what I like doing. I like being in the outback or the outdoors. I like being and doing all these hikes, but I haven't done many, and so my eyes are a little watery. And there's Stephen there. Stephen's like he's like my family. He's my momo. Stephen is like my uncle because he remembers my father, my late father, and Stephen, and so does the Draqara, TK. He remembers my late father as well. So Rakiraki is a bit of an old stamping ground for me through my father. Like I said, we came from England, and my father became the only lawyer in Rakiraki, which is only a few kilometres from here, and he was the only lawyer in town. Of course, there are lots more lawyers now in Rakiraki, but at the time, back in 1978, 79, 80, until I left in 81, in January 81, I remember my father coming here to Rakiraki and being invited to the homes of farmers in the area, but he would only be here on a Saturday. He'd only come to Rakiraki on a Saturday. But the following week, all these clients of his from Rakiraki would end up at his office in Bar Town. So a bit of a personal feel to my being in the area. It's like it's almost like coming home, really. Ready, guys?
Yep.
One more? Ready? Okay. Okay, let's get going.
Almost there.
Yeah. African tulip all over the place. Look at the African tulip. The Fiji government is waging a war on the African tulip, but it hasn't done anything. It's just been talk at this stage about eradicating African tulip. I hope they don't. It's quite a decorative tree, not very useful, but a very decorative tree. So we haven't got much further. It's been raining a lot here, even though it's only early August. It's been raining a lot, so the ground's a bit soft.
Like your head,
What's that?
like your head.
Say that again.
The ground is soft.
Oh, okay, Mike.
Helping you, for heaven's sake, don't make me repeat it again.
Mike. He's a brilliant sidekick. He said the ground is soft like my head. You can always be assured of of a wonderful comment from Mike. Of course, understated irony. There we go, there's Mike there. My bête noir.
Yes, keep you in track. Come on, you slacker. Get yourself up here. That's good. Well done. Get your little stick in here. You've got another half hour to go. Here's the first line of rocks.
Okay, so this is the first boundary. Okay, so what we got here is the first boundary for the village. This is Udre Udre's village, and these rocks mark the first line of defence, the first boundary.
Yeah.
So oh,
Yes. Without the guns. Yeah.
okay,
Here's your next line.
okay, wow.
Huge.
So this is the second boundary. Of course, in those days, as you probably no doubt aware, Fijians, the ancient Fijians, were used to fighting with each other. So boundaries, defence structures to a village were necessary. And so this is the second boundary, the second line of defence to attack. So here we are, these are the rocks, the second line of defence. There's quite a few of them as well. I'm pouring with sweat. Mike has barely broken out in sweat. But the undergrowth is getting a little thicker. Without a cane knife, our progress will be much slower. So the Draqara has got a cane knife.
Nice sharp cane knife.
Nice sharp cane knife. He's cutting a swathe through the undergrowth. Careful, there's a fallen log here, Mike and Stephen.
Jungle. Definitely a jungle.
Just thinking, if they had all this undergrowth in those days, you wouldn't have needed a stone boundary.
Except it slowed them down, wouldn't it?
Would have slowed them down, yeah. Huge cobweb just over there. And we're in the middle of the site for the village of Udre Udre. Some more stones here, guys. Okay guys, I should point out very quickly that we're also looking, as we're walking along this track, there are also yavus everywhere. These are the foundations for Fijian houses, for the bures, and so there are yavus everywhere. And there are probably bodies buried in the yavus, ancestors of the people who lived in those bures would have buried their ancestors in the foundations in the yavu. You can tell we've gone back in time because there's no. Oh, yavus, eh?
Yeah.
All these are yavus, eh?
Deep.
Wow.
You can tell we've gone back in time.
Yeah.
Because there's no signal on my phone.
That's a bit spooky.
It is, isn't it?
Mike doesn't have any signal on his phone.
We've gone back in time.
We have gone back in time, and look at these yavus, these foundations. And these yavus.
This one was bigger before the jungle.
For who?
Oh, Udre Udre's
Son? No.
and family.
Oh, this yavu here?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a huge yavu. It's hard to tell from where we are, but it starts from the bottom there. I'm going to try. So, I'm going to try and sit down, even though it's a bit dirty. So what we're looking at here is the yavu for Udre Udre's family. Right here. All these rocks. Right, can you do me a favour when you get here? Could you pass me that leaf? It's huge, isn't it?
Come on.
Look at the size of that leaf. Massive.
John, we eat the leaf and also the plant.
Okay.
You eat it? Yeah. Just like the dalo.
It's like, it looks like dalo, doesn't it? But it's not.
The dalo nitana. Dalo nitana.
Dalo nitana.
Yeah.
That's the name, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. So these trees that look like oversized dalo trees are called dalo nitana. They're quite rare, I gather. There we go. Look at them. Look at those. Look at the leaf. My goodness. Those leaves. The leaf is absolute. Look, that's my hand. And there's the leaf. Huge. Oh my word. Ants. I'm getting down and dirty. I'm actually sitting on the... I'm not sitting on a stone. I'm sitting on the earth.
Bitter, just a peanut.
Okay. Could you be?
Ek mau wita manguturo. Manguturiala.
Right here we have a vutu tree. This is quite rare, and its fruit bears the resemblance to a peanut, apparently. According to the Draqara, the fruit is like a peanut. And I think he's just disappeared down there. I think he's seen the fruit on the tree and he's going to try and get it for us so that we can try it. Huge, eh? Massive, eh? Absolutely massive. Mike? Where are you? Oh, okay. Mike's gone for a little wander. I'm here with Stephen. We're having a little rest. Oh man. Wow. Okay, look up. Okay. Use that. A little. And look at this. Just as I sat down, evidence of occupation there. Seashells here. There are a few more just over there. This is the evidence that you'll find across Fiji that these ancient sites were occupied by those ancient Fijians. And look at that. They would have eaten. Okay. Okay. Look at. Okay.
Tastes like a peanut.
Peanut, eh?
Yeah.
Bitter like how?
Bitter.
Okay, so we're going to try this fruit tree. Mike, try this. There's one half for you, one half for me.
Sit.
Okay.
Peanut.
Peanut. Excuse the hands.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Now, they say the proof of the pudding is in the tasting. So here goes. Do you see the side? It's the seed, Mike. Don't eat the rest of it.
I've eaten the seed.
Oh, okay.
Slow.
It's a pretty neutral taste, isn't it?
Yeah. Very mild.
Hmm.
Slightly nutty.
Hmm. So it is.
Yeah. Milder than a peanut. Nice. Very nice.
Fijian peanut.
Yeah.
Fijian peanut.
What's the name?
Fijian peanut.
No. What's the Fijian name?
Oh, the Vutu.
Vutu.
Vutu. Lovely.
Oh, it's always handy having a water carrier with you, Mike.
I found a use in life. Hooray!
Oh.
All the year round?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
So that there is the Vutu tree.
Yeah.
I'm standing on the Yavu for Udre Udre's family, and it's in the shadow of a Vutu tree.
3 Vutu trees.
There's a couple of them, isn't there? So there are a couple of these so-called Vutu trees which produce a peanut-like fruit. Yes, a Vutu. Exactly, that's what it is. Produces a Vutu.
Amazing that.
As it's called, a Fijian peanut. Okay, the Draqara TK has just told us there's a very steep embankment there and a ledge just at the top there. It's not very visible with all the jungle, but that's where Udre Udre's guards used to stand to watch over people who might be enemies, especially who might be approaching from the plain, from down below. So
But they built a rock wall.
okay, that's right. He was saying, the Draqara was saying they've actually built a rock wall, which is still there, isn't it?
Yeah. I believe so.
Oh, you all right, Mike?
Let's rock.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, more
Yavus.
yavus in there, yeah.
Okay, there's quite a few of them, isn't there? There's quite a few yavus all over the place, but we're on the Udre Udre trail. There's the yavus over there. There's a yavu here. Rocks.
Oh yep, yep. Well, the one we're just sitting over now.
There's another yavu we're
Walking through some
actually walking through.
One there.
Another yavu there. I should hasten to point out that it isn't a sign of disrespect walking across a yavu, walking over a yavu, you're walking on a yavu. Just because they happen to be bodies buried there, because that's how the ancient Fijians saw the world. They absorbed a lot of the mana from their ancestors, especially ancestors who fought a battle, was absorbed through the foundations of the yavu. So what we oh, okay, so this is the gate. Okay, to his citadel. Yeah. To his. Okay, so this is the gate, and the entrance is just here, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Look at that amazing bit of Fijian history here. This is the gate. And if you wanted to come and say Udre Udre, if you were being brought by the Matini Vanua or the Draqara, whoever it was in those days, you would have to come along this way and you'd be escorted to look at, my goodness, look at the size of this gate. This is huge. Absolutely huge. Look at that. Absolutely massive. So this is the entrance. Huh?
Yeah. And it goes both ways.
Look at the way. Oh my goodness! Look at that slope with those stones, which is the gate. The stones all the way up to the mountains. Oh my goodness! So this is unprecedented. Unprecedented. This is a real slice of visible Fijian history, which has just taken my breath away. I mean, it's just a formidable, absolutely formidable stone boundary, isn't it? A barrier, yes. Okay, there's more. There's lots more to come. This is really exciting. Oh wow. Okay, so it goes all the way around, doesn't it? Eh? So can you see this, guys? Look, this is it's in I don't know if it's a complete circle, but this is the perimeter for Udre Udre's inner sanctum. The inner sanctum for Udre Udre was encompassed by this boundary, by this stone boundary. Incredible. A real slice of ancient Fijian history, which just has. I'm breathless. I'm walking up here, but I'm breathless by just looking at this. This is just incredible, isn't it?
This is how the bati got so strong.
This is how the bati got strong.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm soaked through with sweat.
And that's with absolutely no rocks at all.
No rocks at all. And it's partially through excitement. Wow. Well, look at this. I'm just incredibly awestruck by this boundary. So this is it. This is how, even if you were being prepared for the dinner plate for Udre Udre, you would have seen these walls. Not if you'd been cooked.
No,
I hasten to add.
or dead.
Or dead.
Oh, that's all.
That's it. Okay.
Fiji pyramids.
And where's the lally? Where used to beat?
Oh, we don't know about that.
I don't know. Okay, no problems. No, that's all. Don't worry. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you. This is amazing. So he would have sat in the middle there, eh?
Yeah.
Where
the Dalonitana.
oh, that's where he was based. So this place is still being used actively for husking coconuts, and So yeah, it's quite a mound of coconuts here. But at least they're mindful of the ancient site as well. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and his family
All family.
all there, and this is the boundary.
Yeah.
My goodness, so this is all the boundary for Udre Udre, the chap whose grave is just off the King's Road before Rakiraki. Rakiraki. Rakiraki.
Not Rakiraki.
Not Rakiraki, Rakiraki. Get it right, Azim? Rakiraki. So this is it. And now we are commencing our descent. Sun's come out.
Oh, there's the burial pit.
Oh, where's the lovo pit? You don't know it? No, that's not it. No, that wouldn't be it. No. No.
That's where they're going to bury us.
No, yeah. Okay.
You know the yam.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Okay.
The ubi.
Let's go.
Now, in the article I was reading, they did mention a lovo pit somewhere up here, but we don't know where that is, but that's fine. This is not it.
Plant the coconut in this one.
Okay, so we're going down. And for me, the descent is the worst bit. What we got here? Coconut, isn't it? Yep. With a face.
I don't think that was eaten by Udre Udre, but it looks pretty good.
So people have been up here, eh? They've been husking coconuts, eh?
Yeah, I mean, this is all pitted.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This one may be the last outpost
Okay.
of
Oh,
the guard.
okay. It's a guard post, isn't it? It's in a circle, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah.
Okay, this is absolutely fascinating. Look at this. A guard post.
On the route up. Yeah.
Look at that guard post just here. It's hard to tell, but it's actually in the shape of a circle. Makes sense. The guard would have stood with his club like that, like you see in on the emblems and when you go to visit when you in tourist sites, tourist locations, you'll see Fijians when they do a meke or perform some ritual of the Fijian way of life. You'll see them carry their weapons on their shoulder like that. So that's where the guard would have stood. And it's hard to tell, but it's actually in a circle. It's actually in a circle. So interesting, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
It's amazing.
Right, gotta make our way down without breaking any bones. It's a bit of a sharp descent here, isn't it? Well, not too bad.
That's all right, I'll give you a push if you need.
Okay. Hope these don't turn out to be famous last words, but it seems a bit easier this way down. Okay, here we go. The Draqara's over there ahead of us. I'm just going to turn it off for a bit. Oh, there's small shells there.
Yeah.
Oh, you all right, mate? Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I was just picking up some seed.
Okay.
It'll not be wet. If you're going to fall on your asses in, just let me know and I'll get the camera in.
Ever the gentleman.
I am. Don't want to waste a good opportunity.
The compound, as it were, of Udre Udre, the formidable chief.
His domain.
His domain. And this is all his. He was the lord, the chief of all. He surveyed. Of course, back in his day, well, there wouldn't have been all this jungle here. And if there was, he certainly wouldn't have needed rock boundaries. But I'm just staggered by what I've seen today. It's just incredible that this figure of history, this person whose grave I've driven past on numerous occasions, this is the first time I have been able to come out here, thanks to these two honourable and lovely guys, and to the great company of Mike, to actually see this with my own eyes. I've heard about it, read about it, but actually seeing it in the flesh is something quite different. Incredible.
That's all in Naka, Mr. TK. Oh, just amazing. Just amazing.
So these stones would have been carried here, wouldn't they? Because this is not.
These would have just slowly been rolling down the mountain.
Yeah. Over time, but initially carried here, perhaps. Okay, so that's basically it, isn't it? That's all, folks. But having a little rest. It's time for a little drop of water. Thank you.
Yes, rehydrate. You need.
Rehydrate. Yep. Be lovely to have a house here, nice and cool, eh?
Yes. Not sure with Udre Udre's spirit looking down on you from up there.
Oh, that's beautiful. Just what I needed. Thank you, Mike.
My pleasure.
So we're still waiting for Stephen.
I think he went the other way.
Oh, did he? Okay. Okay, so we're still.
He probably knows his way home.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Oh, so having a little rest on this tree here. Mike, what's the most impressive thing? I think that boundary we saw, the last boundary, wasn't it? Incredible, wasn't it? Huge boundary, wasn't it?
Amazing, and it's like Fiji pyramids, as
Yeah.
TK said.
Yeah.
It's just phenomenal.
Yeah, phenomenal.
The amount of work that's gone into that. And
Yeah.
you think how corroded and fallen down that is over the centuries or
And
so.
it's still there, isn't it?
And it's still there.
Still
and
intact.
imagine what it would have been like, how formidable it would have
Yeah,
been
yeah, absolutely.
in its heyday. It's incredible.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
all man-made.
Absolutely.
Every single rock.
Bringing those
carried.
rocks up from down below to build that boundary.
No, they've probably brought them down.
Oh, okay.
above.
Oh, they mentioned in the article that they would have brought them up.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe they're speculating. I'm sure it would have been. It could have been both, actually.
Yeah.
But it's just. I mean, it's incredible. I'd love to have seen some more. I mean, I'm sure that this place is replete with ancient archaeology associated with Udre Udre. You know, like for instance, the article mentions something about the site for where the Lali was beaten for when Udre Udre wanted to eat human flesh, and also the lovo. The lovo site is apparently here somewhere. There is a lovo site. Maybe in a future vlog we will come back with TK Duranginikoro. He's been absolutely wonderful. TK has done a sterling job. Absolutely brilliant.
Nice young man like us.
We are fit and we are young, and we are endeavouring to cover as much of the history of ancient Fiji as possible. And there'll be no stopping us.
There will be no stopping us.
There's no stopping us. We are relentless.
It's there to be uncovered.
It's there to be understood and uncovered. And it's not just, I mean, I love doing this for the exercises and as well as knowledge, but I love doing it to impart some of that knowledge to the rest of my subscribers and viewers on my channel.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Thank you all very much.
What an act of philanthropy. Philanthropy? Philanthropy? Is there such a word as philanthropy? That's what I meant to say. I'm a bit tired. Philanthropy. Where should I get that from? Philanthropy. Okay, no, it's not really, but it's just me wanting to impart some of this ancient Fijian history to the wider world. It deserves to be known. If you don't know your past,
How can you proceed to the future?
yeah, how can you move forward? How can you understand where you are today? How can you move forward? So that's where it's that's Mike's philosophy and my philosophy as well, and that's probably no doubt TK's philosophy is understand the past in order to understand the present. That's the way it should be. Every society does that, and on that on those words of wisdom, I can hear Stephen Momo is on his way, coming to join us. We thought he'd taken a different path, but here he is. Momo with that bandana looks like somebody from the Vietnam War, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary to meet in the jungle.
With the sunglasses and the bandana. So this is all jungle, and this is all the terrain. Okay, a little postscript, guys, is that there are seashells everywhere here. Look at this. And of course, if you know your ancient Fijian archaeology, you'll know that that's one of the indicators of occupation. I mean, not that there was any doubt anyway that this site was occupied, but I'm just pointing out that seashells are the telltale sign, as well as things like adzes and pottery fragments. I'm sure there are pottery fragments here, but we haven't had time. Actually, no. What am I talking about? Right here. That's a pottery fragment, isn't it?
Yes.
There we go. Right here. There are pottery fragments. It's just it's covered in mud, and it's a bit hard to see. But there are actually pottery fragments. So there we go. There are two indicators of occupation. Of course, there are probably adzes here, buried under the ground, and also bodies buried in the yavus.
You're determined to find bodies, aren't you?
I am. We have to come back here with a shovel, with the permission of the Draqara, just to prove.
Don't let him come in and dig. I'm gonna say.
No, we'll come back and dig for adzes and.
On the body of Undunde.
No. The body's over there. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
no,
Yeah, the bodies. Yeah, no. But there must be lots of shells and pottery here. No, not much. If we dig, maybe pottery. Maybe I'll see some pottery here and some shells. But we're not doing that today. I am thinking of doing that. Not, Mike's looking at me. Mike's giving me that look as if I would do it straight away. I would do it straight away, but time is a bit of a constraint, so it's not happening today. Although, give me half a chance, I'd do it right away. Right here, right now, if we had a shovel, I would be digging. Right, that's enough for me.
Okay, lakomai.
Postscript number 2. Mike has complimented me on my figure. Not now, but back at his house. Mike and his lovely wife Molly have told me how much trimmer I am looking, and there you go. There's my. There we go. That's the new me. Going to the gym.
Yeah.
The new me.
I'm still sweating like a pig.
I'm still sweating like a pig. Honk honk. So I guess
Chinese are doing the exploration.
over there.
Yeah.
Wow. What?
Chinese company.
Yeah.
Chinese mining.
Doing exploration there for what? For gold or?
Yeah.
Okay. TK was just telling us. You've got the Nakauvadra range there, but there is actually a hot springs just over there in the distance. You can't see it now. There's a green house. You can just barely see it. I can just barely see it. You probably won't be able to see it on the vlog, but I can see it from here. And there is a hot springs that is open to anybody. So this is the upteenth postscript.
Or it may just be blended in as you go.
Yeah.
No postscript at all.
Exactly. I'll have to edit the word out and just make it seem seamless. Okay, so there we go. We've got so much that's going on here.
Me falling over.
Oh,
Thanks, I'm just relaxing.
Okay.
Because it seems so slow,
I know. I'm sorry.
You may have actually caught that over your shoulder.
Mike having fallen over is my fault.
Seems reasonable.
Okay, we're still on our way down. Still a ways to go, but seems easier. But then I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched. It's Speaking of chickens, how are your chickens, Mike?
Good, thank you. The layers are good.
Okay.
The meat birds are now meat.
Okay. Oh. Always reassuring to know when you're on a hike to visit an ancient Fijian site. It's always reassuring to know that Mike's chickens are okay.
Very much so. It's an important part of life, the universe, and everything.
Of course.
And for those that don't know, the answer is 42.
42 eggs?
No, 42.
Oh, okay, right. Oh, yes. Douglas Adams.
That's the one.
Okay, yes, just came to me.
Bit of a flash.
Yes.
Dot, dot, bang.
The meaning of life. The meaning of life is the number 42. I feel so much better now I've lost weight.
Good.
And also that I'm being complimented on it.
Not by me. At least not in public.
He did actually compliment me earlier
Not
at his
in
house.
public, I wouldn't.
Not in public, but at his house.
Hurry up.
Oh, just when your ego's just become so inflated, there is Mike with a pinprick.
Hey, don't be so personal. You keep my size of my out of this.
I'll have to put a bleep in, you realise that,
You
don't
will, yes.
Oh, so here we are, back in the village. After a really enterprising walk, I enjoy that a lot. Seeing the old village for Udre Udre, and also the various boundaries and the alvus, and feeling a sense of history, of ancient Fijian history. Was an easy walk. At least it wasn't for me. I've still got a bit of an inflamed Achilles tendon, but I'm sure it's pretty effortless for Mike.
Yes.
TK. Oh, home sweet home. Back in the village. And resting my lallies.
Look how early the mangoes are.
I know that. I know, isn't that extraordinary? It's only early August, and look at these mangoes. They're so early this year. I mean, what? I mean, it's warm. It's been raining. It's been unusually warm. I don't know if this is climate change. I don't know what's going on. It isn't usually this warm this time of the year. Mangoes are sprouting all over the place. I mean, this is normally we get mangoes in late November, December. And it's only August. Extraordinary. But anyway, on that note, I'm quite happy. I'm so relieved. We've been hampered, Mike and I, in our search for ancient Fijian sites, ancient archaeological sites, and we've been a bit unlucky lately. And so this site to Udre Udre's old village was a bit of a thumbs up. And I think I mentioned this earlier on, but Udre Udre was actually living out there in the Nakauvadra range. But anyway, that's me probably having said a bit too much by this stage. Mike's laughing away.
You can always trim it in your editing.
We can take it out, but I think I'll leave it in just for the sake of a bit of a laughter. Just for the sake of a laugh. Anyway, so that's me signing off. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and until the next time, stay safe and stay tuned. And here we are. Udre Udre's grave here. This is his grave, and that's the chappie's village we visited earlier. And it is said that some of these stones represent his victims. Whether it was as many as 999 victims, it could be just folklore. But this is the chap who's in the Guinness Book of Records, Udre Udre.